That's what you call a nuff-nuff.
Break it down.
Brings back some memories. Brownie off the top. He was with us a couple of weeks ago, but good to have you back, Jim, because, you know, we've heard the to the R to the ed, trying to wrap up the show. Well, he had a bit of trouble with Bob Jane T-Marts this week, and it looked under a bit of time pressure from on.
Bob Jean T-Marts look after you by 3, get 1 free, plus is the cash back on top tyre brands 13, 26, 25, or online today. Bob Jean.
Did he give up on that, or did he have to finish before some time? You're going off air or something? I don't know what happened, but he gets a bit caught up, our man Brownie. But I don't even know how to throw to this one because there's that many errors. I just collated them all together with Brownie.
Normally a pretty good finish up, Logan McDonald Ash.
No, he's going 6'10" this year from Central.
So Logan McDonald.
We're all over it.
We're going well here.
Just a 60%er. Not even that. That's a good kick. Just missed.
He doesn't get anything right in that whole conversation, Jim. Nothing. No. What he's doing there. Hey, on to our man Jay-Z. Now, he's had a few issues with a lot of things, actually, our man Jay-Z, but Aidan Bonner.
Yes.
From North Melbourne, good defender.
No.
Well, this is back in May, and, he's talking about him being exposed.
Badly exposed in defence, North Melbourne, without Aidan Corr, who went out late. Aidan Boner got the job on Harry Mackay.
They're exposed to it. Caught with him.
Who'd you say? Who's that?
Well, Boner.
But you're right.
Bonner.
It's Aidan Bonner.
But you're right.
What'd you say?
I might have to start this show.
What about Ross? Just your rubbles down. Well, no, you're right. But say it again. Yeah. Hey, well, the reason I played that because, well, Jay-Z, he's not learning.
David Noble talking to his North Melbourne Chargers now. Very positive. Aidan Bonner, excuse me. Oh, gosh.
So he's just not learning, our boy. On to Robbo. Now, Robbo on the boundary. He loves describing things that, he's a bit out there, Robbo. But he just complained about the Saints getting no free kicks, and the umpiring was terrible. They're not getting free kicks. Well, he had the stat read to him, and he backfired.
Robbo, 18-15. The Saints are leading the free kick count. What's going on?
It's where you get them. It's where you get them.
That sounds like Joey Johns.
No comment.
He didn't know how to get out of that one because he just bagged them and then found out they're actually getting more free kicks. Now, everyone's involved in this and you have to throw yourself under the bus when you make a decision. Now, maths wasn't my strong suit at school and, well, that got pointed out. I didn't want to put this in, but Rose made me.
This quarter, all being played in Essendon's forward half, 59%.
59% is not a lot, but
Doesn't seem like a lot, does it?
it's only 9% over half.
What was my description for it? Did I go really high?
I would have thought a
All
lot.
the games been played in their forward half.
59%
of it.
If 100% is all, then I would say 70 or 80% is a lot.
Can you just make a mistake and just get away with it, BT? Just let it go.
What about the way BT just keeps going when he's onto something? He will not let it go.
Just kept bringing it up. Then he kept asking me all afternoon, what about forward half? What's the percentage now? Well, that's why I'm going to kick him while he's down here, BT. Now, well, last week Geelong, they wore those Guernseys, with the collars, the retro Guernsey,
Look
the
fantastic.
number and everything. Looked great. Well, BT thought he'd found something.
Stanley's got the old patch, number one, the old style jumper that they had. In fact, they all have. Retro jumpers, of course. Very old. I think they're cotton.
Actually, they were wool.
They were wool, so he got it wrong. It's because you were at the wool conference, weren't you, Bill?
Exactly.
You know that.
Our jumpers should be wool, made out of wool, by the way.
Because they wouldn't be very heavy.
Nah.
No, they got better wool than that nowadays. They make runners out of wool. They make active wear out of wool.
Yeah,
You're on the take, on the wool.
Wet, nice and heavy. Yeah.
Doing a bit of activity, Bill?
Invoice coming in there.
No. Hey, well, one thing BT picked up was, the coats or the colour of the coats in the crowd. Remember, this is a Geelong home game.
Have a look at the crowd. All got dark coats. Winter is a very dark thing. People wear dark clothing, blue coat, black coat, grey coat. Mostly dark coloured coats here in winter days.
Yes, man.
Not a lot of colour.
A lot of them Geelong supporters as well, so a lot of navy blue in that as well as the predominant colour in their coating.
Probably didn't take that into my thinking. probably should have given it's Geelong's home game.
Well done, Daisy.
Yeah, very good pickup, wasn't it? Maybe today they might be blue, red and yellow.
No, but
Jim.
could be.
It could be. You never
Could
know.
easily.
We'll see. Hey, the text message from Duck to Jack Ginnivan about maybe, straightening up his set shot and not kicking around corners. Well, I think young Jackie was a little bit confused with his set shot because he started to set up for a snap and then thought, oh no, duck, that's right.
Ginnivan will have a look from 35 out directly in front.
Jeez, he had some toe there, didn't he, against Perez. Macquarie just burnt him off down the wing here, but a big contest.
I'd love a shot behind the goal. How did Ginnivan get that much space leading up to the
Look at this. Ginnivan directly in front was going to go around the corner.
He's thought about
And
the
then
text message.
It went.
He's checked his phone.
It went ding ding. Text message beep, beep, from the duckling saying, no, you kicked the drop punt. I'm sure it went ding ding. Oh no, and he comes. Oh, now he's confused. He kicked it way left.
He's confused.
He doesn't know whether to kick it around the corner in the air, torpedo along the ground. He's totally gone.
Brian.
What was in that text message, Duck? Was there
I told you, a bit of humour.
bit of humour, wasn't it?
You called yourself the king, didn't you?
The king.
And duck.
And
And put a duck emoji and a king emoji.
The king. From
wrong
the
with
king.
Bill was trying to be funny, Bill.
Humorous.
Yeah, we know. Well,
One
we're going to
thing
get
you
to some of
shouldn't
that. No. Well, he has been, Bill, because he's up next. Play it, host.
Nuff of the week.
You always get, when you haven't been up near the top,
hang on.
you know you're going to be near the bottom.
And he didn't have the opportunity to look over my shoulder on my sheet today because he's not here. So I thought I'd throw him in. Now, we'll start with the commentator's curse. Now, he was got barracking for North Melbourne last week. We all thought they were actually going to pinch it against Collingwood last week. And, well, Lipinski was lining up and he did it.
So Lipinski will have a shot at goal to square it up. Lots of time left, 9 minutes of play.
He's a very good set shot, BT.
This will be 4 in a row for Collingwood if Lipinski can kick it. 45 metres out, he scunned it badly and kicked it out of bounds.
Attacks lost him and claiming it.
Horrible.
Not even on the full.
Well done,
Not
Duck.
even on the full. That was a good curse. We like that because it kept him in it. Duck's a good listener, but he's also a good concentrator because he's watching on the screen Brisbane game.
Bombers by 5 points over Brisbane. 3 minutes to go before full time.
Bob Jane T-Marts.
And Rayner's got a shot at goal directly in front.
No, that's the replay. I like your enthusiasm, though. We never knock a young bloke from trying.
What about Ross?
Oh, he
he
loves
just jumps all over it.
He's actually BT-esque.
Oh, he's great.
Enjoyment of someone else's
Oh, loves it. Never knock a young bloke for having a crack. That was his last
We
comment.
like your enthusiasm, he said.
Oh, we love that. Keep doing that, Ross. We love it. Hey, Jarman Impey last week. Well, Duck wasn't sure whether he was named after the Jarman brothers who were on the front bar this week.
Is he really-
Mighty Angus and
You're a lovely fella too, John.
I know he's from Adelaide. Is he named after the Germans, you reckon?
Long ball out.
So I went to that.
Well, did you know?
He said it, and then the follow-up. You did a bit of homework,
Yes.
Duck, and cleared
There we
things
go.
up.
Just a quick one on Jarman Impey as well. So Darren Jarman won the BNF the year he was born. Hawthorn. So they could have been Hawthorn supporters. And
So you're going on that. You don't know
That's
for sure.
the finish.
but seriously, you could. There've been kids named after footballers.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
but-
so the Jarmans
Yeah.
was absolute guns.
No.
Yeah, well, good
And he
call.
was born right in the era when they were both superstars.
No.
And Bill, now you asked about the funny stuff. Now there's a couple here where
no,
Duck's
here we-
just sort of entering
He's
into
still
the
got
comedy
it.
sort of area. Oh, I've still got plenty to go. Well, he just was speaking about Brownie, not knowing whether he's laughing or not.
Same result.
That was a surprise for me.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, but
I was somewhere in the middle.
Brownie
I'm
was
surprised.
Brownie was surprised, but you couldn't tell.
He's hitting me again.
You're using jokes we use on you. to use on Nate.
That's why he writes them down. He writes them down.
Not with a pen. He doesn't bring a pen.
No, he doesn't bring anything.
And he manhandles me when these things happen. But more funny stuff from Duck talking about Darren Gasper.
Numbers game. I'll name a VFL, AFL player past or present and their football club. All I need is their playing number. Darren Gasper, Rich.
I remember him.
I coached him. Ross.
He was always behind me.
He was too, Ross.
Always behind me.
He's hanging on.
Actually, I never saw his number when he was standing on the bar.
He's laughing. He's chuckling away. Look at him.
He's always either behind me or standing the mark. I never saw the back of him, so I didn't know his number. And then it still gets better because Duck's a big Simpsons fan. And you know when Bart used to ring up Moe's Tavern and ask about a few different names? Well, he went with this one.
But started on Lewis, didn't make a very good fist of it.
Nickname Seymour.
Duck doing some of his best comedy routines.
That's from The Simpsons.
Seymour Butts. Have we got a Seymour Butts here? We all know Duck is good at this.
I'm a good listener.
Well, there's another proof why he's not.
Darren Jarman, and I think the best kick the game has ever seen. Won premierships at both Hawthorn and Adelaide. What was his brother's number at
We also won the
Adelaide?
premiership. He wore 3 at Adelaide.
No, he didn't. He was 2.
No, he wasn't.
Andrew Jarman was 2.
Jarman.
I said,
thought you said Darren.
I said, what was his brother's number? Because you weren't listening.
You weren't listening, I knew that.
But I said on SAS I was a good listener.
Just because you said it somewhere doesn't mean you are, and that's why you're Nuff of the week, Doug.
Lucky boy.
Well done, Doug.
It's a wonder this show is pandemonium because we got 5 people. 2 of them refuse to listen.
No.
Bill hasn't listened to anything anyone said his whole life.
Never.
What? And as we speak, Jim, he's working out the early quaddy again.
Morpheville.
Oh, Morpheville. He's moved on to
Morfitville. Maybe Morfitville.
COVID is a worry, but not as much of a worry to me as a bloke who's been in this business for 20 years.
Who's that?
Bill, and still has to introduce himself to someone on air. It's Bill.
Well, Doodlehead.
When you go to your first minute of media training, they say to you, never introduce yourself to someone on air. You're still doing it 20 years later.
It's only manners because I don't know JJ and he might know my voice, whereas you flogs think, I'm on radio. He'll know my voice. I'm Jim. Hello, I'm Jim Brayshaw. Hello, I'm Damien, the newsbreaker. It's Doug. Hello, I'm Wayne. What a flogs you are.
What do you reckon he cares who you are?
But it's
just ask his stupid question.
It's just bloody manners. So, hello, JJ, it's Bill.
Who you are. Just ask him stupid questions and then shut up at the end of it.
Stupid questions is a good way to describe that question too.
Crio Bay Roadhouse today, and this bloke comes up and goes, "G'day, flog."
Good.
And I go, you know what I said? That's actually James. I'm Bill, by the way. But that's what I get called. I get called fat and flogged now.
He got it spot on. Quiz next, Fat.
Yep.
Yeah.